Hi everyone, Karen here. I another early morning video for me. I guess I get these promptings from the heart to make a video however, whenever, mostly a lot at night or early morning. But I realized that from the last video I made, I asked you guys to ask yourselves, who are you? But I've never formally introduced who I was. So this video would be the about page on a website, or, telling you who I am. Who am I? Well, who I am now and who I was all the way up to now, night and day people. Two different people. So I'll tell you who I am now. Who am I? Now I know that I am divine. I am a divine being, and I'm beginning to live my life from that knowing, from that understanding in my heart. I'm beginning to act, speak, say, think. I'm a blessed person. I know that now. Truly blessed. Some people, their trials in life, their fires in life is a lot of, not just, it's outwardly, you can see it. Like they have physical ailments or physical handicaps or things that you can obviously see that they might be struggling with, some kind of an illness, some kind of a physical handicap, something's going on physiologically that you can witness and see that they're struggling with. And the struggle is not just physical, because if you have something physically wrong with you that people can see, it's obviously at the same time a mental battle to stay focused on positivity and happiness while you're trying to deal with this physical thing or accept it or whatever. Well, I have been blessed that I have nothing physical going on with me that's obvious to the eyes of people that can see. My journey in life has been internal, the unseen realms of who we are inside. My journey has been my mind and how I think and feel about myself and my experiences and the people around me, my family, loved ones, and just dealing with those things. I guess that's like the average person out here, including the people that have the physical ailments or sicknesses or handicaps that they're also dealing with on top of these things. So my journey is always internal, so nobody can see what's going on with me. But anyway, I decided to make these videos because I've literally, I still am in the process, but I have literally transformed my life up until now, and I know I will continue to be transformed. I was such a negative person. That's not who I am now. I was extremely negative. I was like what people call a worry wart on steroids. I worried about everything. I was angry. I was an angry person to the point of rage sometimes. But the thing is, I was always like controlled rage. Like I would take it out, like I would punch walls. And like I remember one time when we was living back in like our for my husband and I's first apartment, I was so angry about something. I started kicking the radiator in the apartment, and I kicked it a few times, like hard, and I dented it, but I also jacked up my ankle, and I ended up having to walk with crutches. That was a big lesson. But very angry, very angry, very extremely jealous as it relates to like my husband and I's relationship. Very and the jealousy, of course, it's coupled with extreme insecurities, self-loathing. Just wow, you couldn't tell because the way I presented myself, the way I acted, You couldn't tell. You'd think that I was this peaceful, calm, because when I tell people this is what I was, they don't believe me because just of how I present, you know, like peaceful. You're a peaceful person. Inside there was a freaking war raging all the time. A war, let me tell you. I was just firing off all the time, man. The type of mom that I was, the type of wife that I was, my children were like freaking afraid of me in terms of, you know, they didn't even want to hug me. They felt weird hugging me. And it's funny, you know, growing up, I had the same experience with my mom. And the very thing I did not want to happen in my home, it happened right under my nose. See, the thing is, when we don't pay attention to ourselves, our inner world, the things that we don't want to happen, it's automatically programmed in there because of how you grew up. And if you don't pay close attention to what you're doing, how you're thinking, what you're saying, how you're acting, it creeps in. It's there and it comes out. You get triggered and boom, you're already in the motion of your mom or dad or whoever raised you, that's positive or negative. But a lot of times too, the negative tends to come out a lot. Yeah, man, I was a mess. Let me tell you, I was a mess inside and you couldn't tell outside. It was completely camouflaged. And not something, well, I was about to say, and not on purpose cover up. It's that way of being that the worst of you comes out when you're comfortable, when you're at home, and when you're around people who you feel comfortable with, that you can just let it all hang out and be yourself. And that's when everything comes out, the good, the bad, and the ugly. See, the last video I made, I asked you who you were, and I spoke on some things about the family and how we treat people, and I said those things because that was me. See, I made these series of videos because I wanted to share my journey. I wanted to share all the things that I've learned and God has taught me, because my journey, I partnered with the Creator when I began my journey of transformation. Couldn't have done it otherwise, let me tell you. I mean, I'll explain along the way what this really means, but I guess this would be the official introduction video of who I am, why I'm making these videos, and just why I'm sharing, why I want to do this. I've been a stay-at-home mom. Yay, stay-at-home moms. Today I see fully the value in what I have been so blessed, let me tell you, and honored to do. I know all the moms that want to do this or wanted to do this in their lives and couldn't because of financial circumstances and not having someone they trust to look at their children. My heart goes out to you. I realize today that I am a blessed woman to be able to do this because I wanted to. And those who didn't want to do this, they rather go back out to work, hey, more power to you. You do what moves you. All right? As Planet Fitness says, my videos are a judge-free zone. I speak from my own experience. I know there's people out there that can relate to what I've been saying and what I will continue to say. I'm not judging anybody. I just want people to wake up to themselves and begin being more deliberate and conscious about their lives. Because it's your life, it's how you're living and how you're enjoying it that really matters. And I want people to be happy in their lives. And if I can, by any small or big way, help bring about that happiness because of something I've said or shared about my journey, it's all worth it. As you can see, I just woke up. This is who I am. You asked, who am I? I'm a person that, to a degree, I just don't care about, well, I shouldn't say that. I have a bit of OCD. I do care about things looking perfect and in line, but Spirit's been probably making me make these videos at this time so that I can let go of some of my OCD about certain things. So it's okay. You guys can see me with sleeping hair. I fell asleep in my clothes because I was so tired. Anybody who's a stay-at-home mom, even if you did it for a little while, I know you can relate. It's so tired, but it's truly rewarding at the same time. But yeah, I was all those things. Angry, sometimes enraged, jealous, extremely insecure to the point where I couldn't even look myself in the mirror. It was bad. Just not loving, not warm, just a mess. But today, I am none of those things. Today, I am the best. The best that I can be. I'm finally living a better version of me from before. And let's say 5, 10 years, 1 year, whatever, down the line, I'm going to be an even better me. Just the best of me unfolding all the time, you know? Today, I am becoming an awesome wife. I am becoming an awesome mom. I am becoming an awesome me. I love me. I adore me. I honor me. I respect me. I revere me because I realize that I am the creator. And I'll share those stories with you of how I know these things. I know religious folks, you know, some, maybe not all. I've said it to some religious folks before. You know, you're on the street and either Jehovah's Witness or whomever want to stop you and evangelize to you, and that's all good. I was in church too, and we were kind of encouraged to do that. And I listened, but God has taught me personally. And I know who I am because God has told me. So when I say these things, I am who I am. I am the creator, and the creator is me, and we are one. It's, to some, it sounds like blasphemy. On the street, when I was talking to the religious people, they were, as soon as I said that, the conversation was over. They're like, good night. Show's done. It's over. They got in their cars and they were out. I'm sorry. It was just hilarious. It was hilarious to me. It was. Let me be honest. It was funny because they were sharing with me, but when I tried to share it with them, it was just unheard of. It was just no. But if you are willing to listen to my story, I will share how I've come to know and realize these truths about who I am, who we all are if you choose to accept it. It's truths that I don't care who judges me. I don't care what anybody says. You can say anything you want. You can cuss me out, tell me I'm going to hell. Yeah, it's like water off a duck's back. Let me tell you, it doesn't faze me none. Because today, my relationship with the Creator and the love that I feel and give out to my family, the transformation that I have come through, there's nobody in this world that can take that away from me and tell me it wasn't real. I have evidence. I have evidence. I am living my transformation. I'm living my dream, my verbalizations that I told God when I was a teenager, coming up in the home that I came up in, which was, if I'm like most people, it wasn't an altogether nice home. It was very, very depressing and abusive in terms of physical, mental, emotional. It was not physical to me, but mom and dad and all that stuff. But they went through it. They went through it, and I've come to a place where it's all good, man. I love, I forgive, I understand. I don't blame my parents and angry with them and all that anymore. I went through that. And God has given me, He's blessed me with His grace, with understanding, with growth. And I wouldn't trade my journey for all the money in the world. None. Let me tell you. So I'm going to share with you my journey. This is why I do what I do. I want to share so that you can come into your own experiences if you choose to be, take up whatever I say and put it to the test. There's nothing in the world than transformation that's better than transformation and living out your divinity. And so that's who I am. Today, I am a walking beacon pillar of the overflow of God's love. I am a vessel to be filled with the love of God. That's who I am. And I am full. I am full. Or at least I'm getting there. I don't know. I'm seeing a measuring cup in my head of my body. I don't know where I'm at. 50%, 75%, 85%. Who knows? The point is, I feel a bunch of love inside and it overflows out of me onto my family, and we are changed. So, love you guys. Whoever listens and likes what I have to say. I know the first 2 videos was, I'm out of order. I realize I'm out of order. But, hey, you live and you learn. I've never made videos before. I definitely don't know how to do those fancy professional ones. Maybe in the future you'll see a change. I'll get promptings, and I tend to like to move with my heart. And if I get too technical and try and be too perfect, that's my kind of kryptonite, so to speak. I have to let go of all that exactingness, and just kind of flow. So here's my flow. Sometimes you'll see me all dolled up, and sometimes you won't. So everybody, have a blessed and wonderful, beautiful day on purpose, because we are the ones in control of our experiences, and we have the power to change. We are not powerless beings and people. We are not victims. We are actually extremely powerful. We are. And if you don't realize it yet, you don't feel it yet, you don't believe it yet, keep watching. Keep listening to me, because I will share how I have come into my own power, my own divinity, to change and transform my life. So, love you all. Thank you so much for listening. And if you like what you hear, you can do the thumbs up. You can subscribe if you like, or you can just listen. You could leave comments. Don't matter. Whoever hears and receives and puts it into practice and gets their own results, that's all I want. So bye for now from my messy stay-at-home mom, 3 kids home, but love it anyway. Grateful for everything. See you soon. Bye.